right, well, it is the next morning and it's really pleasant weather. It's going to be a relatively stressful couple hours because I have to drive this car a couple hours today on tires that are not good in the rain. And then I have to drive Max's Audi, which has tires that are even less good in the rain, or more terrible, less good, more terrible in the rain. So I'm really looking forward to that. Well, I'm not 5 minutes into leaving the hotel and the car's hydroplaning all over the place. So yeah, what I said about the tires is exactly true. And the GoPro it doesn't make it look bad, but the rain is very, very heavy. It never looks bad on camera, but like, just listen to it. So it's gonna be a fun morning. All right, and we made it to the bridge to get onto St. Joe's Island. This bridge, actually, the original version of it collapsed because it was designed so poorly. So this is the new and improved version. All right, guys, now some of you might remember this car. This car is Max's Audi's S5. It was from one of these videos over here. So Max is actually getting married today. So I've been put in charge of making sure this car, because it's their wedding car, is detailed and clean for the wedding tonight. No pressure, but yeah, that's where I'm at. So behind us over here is St. Joe's Island. Sault Ste. Marie is way over this way. The closest car wash is an hour from his house in Sault Ste. Marie. So I have to take this S5, which I hope hopefully the rain dries up here, take it all the way to Sault Ste. Marie, and then I brought all my detailing stuff. So I have this, I have that bucket, Max has all this stuff here, to try and make this car as clean as possible for his wedding. So Max, if you're ever watching this, because I don't know if you will be, but congratulations to Max and Abby. And now, as much as the montage is nice, I don't think we've ever been in a bigger rush on the channel, so we're gonna get going. Okay, and I know you guys have seen this car before, and you also know it's very quiet. Too quiet, actually. So Max, if you're watching this, hopefully, because this will be about 9 months after the fact, you should probably have an exhaust on it by now. But it still gets out of its own way. All right, about an hour later now, I'm in Sault Ste. Marie with the S5. The S5 is right in front of me, and I'm trying to kill time a little bit because I don't want to clean the car and then have to drive it an hour back and have it start to rain again. So I need to find breakfast. I've also been put in charge of picking up flowers for, I'm assuming Abby, but maybe Max just wants roses, I don't know, but I'm assuming for Abby. And then so I have breakfast, flowers, and then wash the car. I think I'm gonna wash the car last to hopefully let the skies clear. Little bit of blue sky there trying to peek through, so fingers crossed it clears. But check out this location, guys. So you have this bridge right here, goes from Canada to the US. Train bridge right down here that crosses the canal. And then this thing right here, this big orange thing, looks like a train bridge. It's not. It's called an emergency bridge dam swing, I think. Yeah, it's an emergency swing bridge dam. So basically the canal right on the other side of it here, you can see under there, this thing would swing out, the whole thing would swing out, and then these things, they're called wickets. They're stored up under it like this, they lower down, and then they stop the flow of water. I'm a nerd, so I could go on about this stuff for a long time. It's not in use anymore, obviously, but it's just here as kind of a neat museum piece now. The S5 looks really, really good, although it is very, very dirty. So I definitely have my work cut out for me, but I'm very, very excited to clean this up. And I just like driving it. Like, I don't know if you guys remember in the video series I did with this car already earlier this year, I really, really liked it actually and kind of debated buying one. I'm not in a position to buy one yet, but honestly, after driving it again, I still really, really like this thing. So might still be on the short list with the C5 Corvette and the 3-valve Mustang. There you are. We're now in the bustling downtown metropolis that is Sault Ste. Marie. One of 3 cars downtown at the moment. We're currently waiting for, actually there's a lot of police out, like standing around, which I don't understand. So I'll probably put this down in a minute, but basically we're waiting for breakfast spots to actually open so we can get something to eat. And then I'm trying to wait the weather out to see if it'll dry up before I put time and effort into washing this thing. All right, so I'm gonna park the car up here, at the Breakfast Pig, the badass eatery. I like the sound of that, and we'll be back in a little bit. All right, so an hour or two later, flowers have been acquired. Yes, they're very pretty. Although one of the guys at the flower shop was not impressed with my parking. That's a whole other story. And now it's time for this car to get cleaned up. Still nowhere near the pedals.
Man, you're short.
All right, and so now the S5 is clean. I am probably the grossest part about this car right now because I am a mess after cleaning it up with some much needed assistance there. The car looks fantastic though. I'll probably touch it up again once we get it back on the island because Lord knows it'll pick up a few bugs along the way. But the car looks so good now. And this spec, silver gunmetal wheels and like kind of a black roof with the sunroof, it's kind of cheating a little bit. This car looks phenomenal. Okay, so the game plan now is, well, we're just getting off the bridge now with the S5. We're back on the island. I'm gonna drop this off quickly at Max's. Then I gotta turn and haul my ass back to the hotel and look somewhat more presentable than this for a wedding. Although I could show up like this. It'd be a statement, that's for sure.